I mean, it's just this. I could go for the raid that's over there, but I feel like it's been too many times now where we have not even started the gym challenge. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sign up for the gym challenge, deal with, I think what's it, Marnie's, whatever her name's is, stuff. Maybe get some new outfits if I can. But can I, with the style card that we got from the DLC, do we have new hairstyles already? There is only, yeah, some awesome. And that, you know what's here? Will it tell me? Okay, that's not me. Okay, that's how my hair is right now. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Oh, it tells us right here. I like this. This is very close to like how my hair is most of the time IRL. We don't get any new colors. Okay. I do like the dark brown. Oh, actually that looks really cute too. I didn't want to go with, oh, blue. We're going with blue. Yeah, I want to do that. Oh, I can't wear the hat with this look. Oh, no, I'm not worried about the... Actually, I don't mind that hair. I know we can't wear it. I mean, we can always go back and change it if we need to. I'm just trying... Okay, these are actually kind of cute. Okay, that is definitely maybe. I want that dress. Indigo is their... Okay, I want to go with this one. I don't have enough money for that. What are these? I feel like we're fancy now. For some reason now with the blue hair in this dress makes me think of how Marinette often looks in Miraculous Ladybug. When she does something fancy, she has her hair up like this. I honestly might change the hairstyle to like pigtails. But not till we have more money. No, because how did you become a champion if you get lost? Okay, good. I think that's what I wanted you. Where I have the list, I don't remember. Did I have what I wanted you to hold? Mystic Water. I did not have anybody wanting to hold the leftovers, so I might just give it to somebody who does not have an item that I want them to have. Wait, I have Black Sludge, right? Here too. I think I have Black Sludge. Unless I'm getting it confused with my other save. A lot of buddies. Again, that's a lot. We probably shouldn't have our Pokemon so leveled up. Ooh, ball guy. Hey, what up, dude? Oh my gosh, it's hot. Yeah. I already know what number I want my thing to be, so. The world will know. No, I just realized the banners on the side are the gym types. Not in order, but I'm gonna have a nice bruise. Well, I mean, I already got a bruise up here, but it's gonna be even worse. What's bad is that's not even the first time I've hurt myself with it. It's also the first time it's been that bad. And I wonder if I sent a picture of my thing to somebody and I was like, hey, best ways to heal. Oh, and by somebody I mean ChatGPT. Keep it clean, or don't pick at it. So don't pick at the skin. Gym challenges, yay! You can choose from your preferred number. Would you be so kind? Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this one. 6 or 0, 6. There's 2 ways I can go with this. I'm gonna go with the more. I mean, either way is good with a certain or popular with a certain generation. I wanted to do that. Just because I wanted to bring 6-7 into it somehow. No, that was funny. Only downside, I think, well, besides all these like cutscenes, is not being able to like move the camera all the way around outside of the wild areas, because I like moving the camera around. There's a lot of like hand holding, I think. Yeah. Rest and gather your strength after going through both the DLC areas and catching a legendary that is only on your team for the first gym. And still is part of your water only team. And now my phone's fully charged after like an hour and a half. Researching mysterious Pokemon that are contained in the Slippery Wheel. I reckon it. Oh, I need to remember, like, I have fanfic of characters who I've given, like, not necessarily, like, if they're from Britain or England, like, or whatever region would have that accent in that world. But I have to remember, like, when I give them the, like, that accent or, like, that way they talk, I have to remember all the terms. Usually I go with, like, mate and, like, bullocks. That's, like, the only ones I really remember. And love, but with L-U-V instead of L-O-V-E. I know garage is spelled the same, but it's pronounced garage for them. Elevator is lift. Flashlight would be torch. TV is telly. Instead of saying, oh, I'll call you, it would be like, I'll phone you. I think. And most of this I remember from watching Doctor Who, Sherlock, Torchwood. There is one of my favorite TV characters of all time, Klaus Michelson from Vampire Diaries. And original. It has a lot of, like, Britishness to him. Even though technically their family was born, or him and his younger siblings were born in America before it was actually America. Like, he does a really good English or American accent though, so. And like I have to remember, like, when I have characters from other, like, regions that are not the U.S., specifically the Midwest, that they would have to have more of that typical language or accent and stuff. I think we're a little overpowered for this now. The only one that won't listen to us if it evolves too high is Zooty Color. Or, Caroline. Because we technically didn't catch it. And we did, but we also didn't. Everybody else we caught. Like, in this specific save. Oh, I thought there was still ice in here. I would have been like, what? I needed the caffeine. Put my hair over this way. You know, this morning when I was having car issues, I am glad. It made me glad that I always try to go to work early. Because if I would have gone like 20 minutes before work, I would have been more screwed. Because I was like, would have been like, I'm just worried that when I leave in a couple hours to go to the work meeting that it won't start, but I know it will. And so last time I had the same issue with the previous car. Like, all I needed it was a jump, and then it was fine after. But I think I only had it for like a year after that. And I've had this car for 3 years now. Right. No, 4. 4 years now. And this is like the first time I did not want to start on. So, pretty good. I'm just hoping. I was also thinking, so by the time this goes up on YouTube, will have already happened. But I'm doing the variety week again from the 16th of June to the 22nd of June. Each day, different game. No game repeats itself, no matter how much I would want to. And I decided, well, this was already going to be a part of like next week's stream either way. I believe I have it planned for Monday because Sunday is Father's Day and I wanted to play Minecraft Yeah, Minecraft. And I was gonna, because it's sort of a way to honor my dad. Even though he wasn't he was from the older generation, because he was 74 when he passed away. almost 6 years ago now. And so he would have been 80 this year. Wait, no. He would have been 81 this year, because it was 10 days before his birthday when he passed. And whenever I would be playing video games, if I would be playing, let's say, like, Minecraft, for example, I'd be maybe building something with some friends, and also, like, and maybe I was playing Sims a lot and building something. And he would always ask me if I was done building my house yet. Because a lot of the times when I built something I was really proud of, or it took me an insanely long time. And by insanely long, I mean more than like a couple days. I would show him like how it looked, because I was proud of how it looked. So that's why he would always ask me, oh, did you finish your house yet? You know, that aspect. So I wanted to do like one of those two games to, in a way, like honor him in video game wise. Last year, I think I made him a house like what I thought his dream house would have been like in The Sims. Tried to do like a lot of clocks, made him more like cottagey, because he's from the older gen. He liked those like bunch of patterns, like the older styles and stuff like that. And I didn't want to like repeat that again this year. So that's why I decided to go with Minecraft, which is also going to be a Pokemon mod in Minecraft. So, and then, because with my mom, like honoring her is easier in streams, because she is the reason I am into video games. At least that's how I like to think of it. Because when I was growing up, before she had passed away, we'd be playing on the 60, like either the SNES, the NES, or the 64 we'd be playing together. Like, either helping each other or going against each other. And so, like, whenever I do, like, a Mother's Day or anything to, like, honor my mom for Mother's Day in video games, I always go with a Pokemon game. I believe this year... Honestly, I don't remember what we did this year for Mother's Day. I know it was a Pokemon game. It might have been... That would have been last month, right? Oh, what was it? Maybe... Did we... maybe that was our first water mono... No, monotype challenge, maybe? The first one? And then... That was when we did the first Pokemon playthrough ever on stream, which was Pokemon Scarlet. And back in 2023, when the first year I started streaming, that was not the newest game at the time. I was like the only one. I didn't like specifically get. I know I got Scarlet specifically to play it on stream, because I had already beaten Violet at the time. I only had one Switch at the time, so I didn't want to restart. I didn't really play Pokemon Home yet. I don't think Pokemon Home was a thing yet. It might have been. I just never really used it. I played Scarlet, and then I don't remember what we did in 2024 for Mother's Day. I want to say... Let's Go Peach. I feel like we did Let's Go Pikachu. It had to have been a Pokemon game. And then last year... 2025... I know, I might have been Legends Arceus? I would have to look that part up on YouTube. I want to say it was Arceus. No, screw it, I'm gonna look. Well, this whole cutscene's going. Just have to refresh that. Playlist. Videos. Where was the first? No, we did that for Pokemon Day last year, Arceus. It was not Pokemon Shield because we did that in August. Let's Go Pikachu would not have been up here. Honestly, I don't remember. Okay, so he's specific to Sword. Because Shield has the Ghost Leader. I think that's the only difference. Okay. Maybe they're in the pitch in the stadium in front of everybody. Let me beat you up. Oh, I don't know where that came from. I'm just. Oh. I don't trust German rules. Considering I have played this game all the way through twice in the last year. Once for stream and once for myself. Within a month of each other. I think I started the one for stream. No, I did the one for myself earlier last year. I did Shield, like, for myself early last year. And then I did Shield in August for stream. And, like, binged it within, like, 4 parts. But the 4 parts, or, like, the full VODs went up on, or 4 or 5 went up on YouTube. In its entirety and not, like, cut shorter like I'm doing this time around. Because who wants to sit through a 7.5 hour long final part of Sword or Shield? I honestly wouldn't. So that's why I'm like cutting shorter these now. To figure out how to do recordings and streams at the same time. So. I don't know when you need to run training. Okay, let's go to the gym. Ooh. So someone today was mentioning yoga. And saying that they might take up yoga to be more flexible with it. Whatever they were doing. And he asked me if I ever did yoga. And I said technically if you count Wii Fit, the yoga app things, then yes. And he's like, I don't think that counts. I'm like, because they did technically have yoga in there. I kind of, if they have, I know they have the Ring Adventure for the Switch. If they came out for like a Wii Fit, but for the Switch, I'd probably buy that and do that for myself, not necessarily like on stream. Because that's more of like a thing for myself. I was, however, thinking about, actually I don't know if I'll do it on stream, but like get the I can't think. Like the Switch Sports that's coming out, but for myself and not for stream. Because I don't think that would make good streams. I just wanted to have it. We'll see what goes on with my car though. Maybe I'm kind of worried though, like maybe by using my radio, it gives me issues in the car. Is Wooloo in Kenya? Or in the Scarvy Pokédex? Because I would like a shiny Wooloo. I'm pretty sure it's just all black. Isn't Wooloo... I'm googling this. So, Wooloo is native to the galaxy. Yes. Not available in Scarlet, Violet, or Arceus without using her. I just thought about something else. If I do like shiny hunting challenges, specifically between Arceus and ZA, just because you get the sound and you can see them in the overworld. One challenge is to catch a shiny of every typing, whether they have it in their main typing or secondary typing, either way. Another one is specific to ZA, a shiny in every area. A shiny for every color of the rainbow. Maybe a shiny for every gen. I don't know, those are the only ones I can think of. Maybe a shiny for every starter. I don't know. I think I'll shield just to be safe. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the time for make sure I can get to the work meetings, okay? I have my air conditioner on right now. It's so much cooler than yesterday though, like pretty sure I might have a burn from yesterday. I thought you would, Trina. Plus for performance? But I don't care. I want to catch a freaking Roblox. You know it's not a water tape. Okay. Oh, I have it caught. Never mind. You see nothing. It's a Trubbish. Well, I wonder if, well, based on what we've seen, I think Winds and Waves will have Pokemon. I think Winds and Waves will have Pokemon in the overworld. I hope they will keep the shiny sound and animation so we can shiny hunt easy, because that's something I'm kind of getting into as well. Along with actually like competitive team building for Pokemon. And pretty much that. I don't need to check. Although I like the colors on this better than the Hoenn Zigzagoon. But for Linoon, I think I like the Hoenn version better. Hoenn gonna name it Thief and then just be like, oh, it's Theft. Pronounced Theft. Theft without the T. And normally well, I'm gonna name non-water starters, I think, this time around. Or water Pokemon. But I'm not gonna keep them in my team. Theft. Your name is Thief. That's spelled wrong. Purposely spelled wrong. Not that I didn't realize it till after. Yeah, maybe just go into Facebook. I want to plan out some stuff for when we do Minecraft but Pokemon. Or specifically the Cobblemon Galaxy multiplayer like thing. Because I want to make a water Pokemon gym on there. And have like an actual like gym layout. Like you know how they have in the TV show where it's like the actual like gym where it's like looks like a Pokeball thing in the middle. But maybe do blue on one side for like water Pokemon. And then do I don't know. Maybe blue and black, because I do like black, but I don't know if that would work. I don't know how like it will for sure look, because I haven't. The whole time I've played Cobblemon, well, as a solo, I never came across any of the gyms. So I don't know if that's only like in multiplayer modes, or exactly like how they show up. So like I might like play like through and kind of get inspiration of how to build it. Cause I was thinking about doing it underwater and have like a glass thing underwater where you can see all like the fish Pokemon, normal like fish going around. And then underwater is where you have to like maybe like go underground and then go through like a path and then you see the gym. So I think that would be kind of cool for a water gym. And I think that honestly would be easier than building like a overworld aquarium and doing it like that. So I'd have to like plan out ahead of time like how many blocks, like long and wide. And if I want any like decor in there, probably decor. Maybe do like the gym like mat like in the middle. And do something around it, maybe do like plants. Or like something cool in the corners. Something where you'd also like want to like sit and like watch your friends battle and then just kind of like go to explore. I don't know, it would be interesting. So I'm gonna Google it and do this at the same time so I get ideas. Not Google, but YouTube it. Oops. Purple Cliff did it. I like watching his videos. Escape rope. Well, I found. I'll figure it all out. It's longer, yeah, but we're already like OP for the gym. We have freaking Squeakloon for crying out loud. I like those Pokemon. You know, battling these trainers is probably a waste of the time since we're already OP, but I'm gonna battle them anyway. The higher level we are, hopefully we don't have to use Suicune. It's just kind of like there in case. I think the highest one of the grass gym is level 20. Ludicolo could, which honestly I forget. What's Ludicolo's name? Caroline? Caroline could handle probably the gym because it's part grass. I just don't want that to be the only option. It gets down and then we have to, or she is defeated and then we're stuck with all of our other Pokemon, which would be weak to the team with the exception of Lily's. I mean, Lily would be weak against the gym, but her level is so much higher it wouldn't matter, or shouldn't matter. That's what I'm kind of like hoping for. Like Suicune. Yes, I'd like to shake it. Shake it some more. Shake it one more time. Decent amount. So that would be good when you're doing the grades. Or soon. Show you what I carry letters in victory. Can you just show me your money instead? You know, it would make sense for a male carrier to have a Delibird. If I did like an Ice Team and called Delibird, I name it Santa. It kind of looks like Santa. If you think about it. He even hits you with presents. Oh, a chatty baddie. Hey kid. Every Pokemon's got a type or two, and every type has strong and weakness. Yes. For playing Pokemon as long as I could remember, I used to only build. So up to like last year. So for the first like 20. Well, okay, so I turned 32 this year. So last year I would have been 31. And I think I can remember playing Pokemon as early as like 5 years old. Probably, so 2019, yeah, around there. And that was like for the 64th, so Pokemon Stadium. I didn't play an actual Pokemon game till Pokemon Gold. That would have been like 2002, I want to say. But from what 30 30, 31. So 25, 26 years. I really only battled worrying about typings. Like, I didn't look at abilities. I didn't look at stats. I didn't really look at effects the moves did. Or held items. I basically just worried about typing. And then starting like last year, like pretty early last year, I started thinking more strategically. Because I started watching more people on YouTube do Zenwi fights where they would, like, you know, pick their Pokemon and fight against each other, build the teams, taking in like stats, natures, items, like all the competitive stuff. And so I started thinking more like that and trying to build a teams like special attackers, so like the moves like flame that don't make contact with against the opponent but still do damage, so like flamethrower, thunderbolt, razor leaf, like those, like, or physical, which would be bolt tackle, vine whip, flare bits, like taking those stats and moves into consideration and items and all that. So it started happening like last year. And I built a team when we were doing, so we did, like I said, Arceus last year, 2 years ago. And when we did one of the battles, I remember it taking us at least 4 tries, maybe more, to beat it. And like, I wasn't thinking about stats when I built it, that team. I was just like, oh, okay, I want that Pokemon, I want this one, you know, like doing that. And I did think about type diversity. And then when we finished it this last time, that same battle took me 1 try in like a fraction of the time. So I was like, okay, this is gonna take me like 5 tries. We did it in 1 time. And I was like, what the heck? And I think that's because I actually built this team thinking strategically. Like, my special attackers actually had good special moves. I was thinking about stabs, so like if a fire Pokemon had a fire type move, it would do extra damage. And I was thinking like strategically that way. And I think it definitely did help. And like, knowing that, and like how I'm building like these teams, like for especially the mono challenges, we're only using 1 typing. You have to like figure out how you're gonna cover up what you're weak to. So like in this case, water Pokemon weak against electric, weak against grass. So if you have Pokemon like Moody Colo, it hasn't have that weakness to grass because it is part grass. And so I think, I don't know if it does now. And when it evolves, it'll gain the ground type, which makes it resistance to the electric, which is one of the water weaknesses. Olivia's not staying on the team because I want a Magikarp. Lily's not staying on the team, but obviously legendary, keep it for the first gem. Liz is just here for toxic spikes, pretty much. And it's a water type, water poison. And keeping in mind the special versus physical, which is, I think they started that. They split the back in, was it gens 1 through 4? I'm gonna Google it because I don't want to say the wrong gen and then I mess it up. Physical special split. Gen 4. So it was added in Gen 4. So gens 1 through 3. 1, 2, 3. So Kanto, Johto, Hoenn. If the Pokemon moves, there's no special, like, special electric and physical electric. It was one or the other. I believe There's an easy way to remember it. It was the evolutions plus dragon was physical? Yeah, it was physical. And no, it was special. And then all the other types are physical. So like normal moves, like Swift, would technically have been a physical move even though it didn't directly hit the opponent. Like with the physical body of the Pokemon attacking. And then after that, it always depends on like how you do it. So I think Gen 4 and higher is a little bit harder, I think, when you're like newer to Pokemon, figuring that out if you do strategic builds. But with somebody like me who's been playing Pokemon like most of their life, it honestly did take a minute to like get that going. Thinking about it and looking at the stats, that does make a huge difference when you build teams. We do have. Is this? Yeah, I'm gonna go this way anyway. There's items. No, I think the first time I played this game, I fell in love with this cave. So all the colors they had, I really liked all the colors. Wait, was it 2022 or 2023 when Pokemon Snap came out for the Switch? Or was it 2021? I want to say it was 22. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. But there's an area, like, this would have been like a perfect like, area for that. I feel like it's gonna be forever before we get a new Pokemon Snap game. Snap the OG specifically. They need to make the OG with updated graphics. I will play the heck out of that and just have it the exact same routes and everything. Just with the graphics from the new one. I would like that. Oh. Dude, if I was doing actual like team build, like without just model challenges, I would probably have. I feel like I would have a Timber on me. At the same time, I'm not sure because I don't think I've ever had a Timber on my team. Quad weak, mother sucker. Ground, and fire both weak to water. So times 2 equals times 4. There. I have my hair tie around my wrist as a bracelet right now. So I have my hair up the whole time. Now I was at work and I didn't feel like keeping it up while I streamed. I almost said when I streamed. Pide. You think pide? Oh, they're coming this way. I advise against it. All of a sudden, they are southern. Let me see. I don't think I've saved in a hot minute. Last save the 14th today. When we did the thing, raid. That's not. I've been tempted to play Fortnite on stream because the new season started. I just haven't wanted to. Like I want to, but at the same time, I don't know how entertaining that would be because I get pretty focused and forget God. So the only reason I remember to talk when I'm streaming is because I can see the chat right out the corner of my eye. And I could just like switch my eyes like, and then I'm looking at chat. And well, I can see chat like right here with how I have it set up right now. My OBS is right here. And I only ever play with the light when I'm streaming. Like, that helps remind me. Alright, my brain is like going through songs right now. I gotta look at, might be multitasking here, it's a bad idea. And what I'm about to look up is not work, like, streaming related. I have to look, I'm trying to look up when the last time I on my card, see if they had anything. How many? I didn't realize I still had an unopened email from 2 months ago. Sick. Wait, that's this month. How did they get all the way? Yeah, I was in like emails from like 2 months ago, and now somehow I'm back to ones from last month. So I'm trying to remember. Okay, I can just search. Huh? Yeah, right here. Sorry. This should say, yeah. It didn't say anything about. I mean, I might have to get spark plugs, but it might be the only thing. I was gonna say, oh, Mimikyu, no, it's Pikachu. It's a kid. Butterfree's probably... I don't want to say one of my favorite bug type Pokemon. I'm pretty sure I have other bug types that are my favorite. But between all like the butterfly or moth type Pokemon, Butterfree's probably up there. Just because Gen 1 classic nostalgic is bug flying. Vile weak to electric and fire. It can psychic. Pretty sure it can learn like whirlwind. It might be able to learn some. I don't think it learns any hazards. I just realized Caroline, our Ludicolo, will probably be our ace when we get to the water gym. Suicune will be the ace for this gym, the grass gym, because it's legendary and it's level. And then the whole team will be good against the fire gym, which is the first 3 gyms. Honestly, I actually don't want to battle all these trainers because we are really overpowered already. Maybe we'll come back to do that, I think. Hello, gym trainer. What's your name? I forgot what your name is. Milo. I'm so good. I'm going into the first gym with the Legend 70 level 70 legendary. Just because it's part of the DLC and nobody can stop me. Ha ha ha. Your first home is down the hill. I like they have actual stadiums that you can see like what they are. Yamper! You know what's sad? I actually think I prefer Shinx over Yamper. You know, like, I don't know, because we have so many, like, I feel like we have a lot of electric dog types, because we have, what, Shinx, we have Electric, both from the same, no, Electric is from Gen 3, Shinx is from Gen 4, we have Yamper, we have to go over here. And then we can go back down to the gym. Yes, we did it. You're up the hill. Don't have to stop me every 5 steps. Yeah, I swear sometimes, like, when I'm saying stuff to the games, like, some sort of, like, weird, or not weird, but some sort of accent comes out that is not native to where I, in the state where I live. Like, I'm more likely, and I feel like, in my experience, it's different for everybody, but my experience, I'm more likely to come across somebody with a genuine British accent than somebody with a southern accent. And Britain is farther from my house, from where I live, than where like, Texas and them are. At least I'm pretty sure. Relatively. Revives, thank you. So this is where I will switch. No, it gets to me. Ooh, item. I think, now that I think about it, I think this is the first like mainline Pokemon game to be on the Switch, because I mean technically we did have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but they weren't mainline games. They're just the first Pokemon games to be on the Switch. Because that was 2018. This is 2019. So this would have been the year after. And at least I'm pretty sure the Switch came out in 2018. That's when I got my first Switch. That's how I remember it. I want to see if I can get... Where's the normal fine? Wait, there's no water? Well, I mean, no. We got poison, normal, flying, ground, electric, psychic, steel, bug, ice. Why is there no fight more water? Alright. Yes, I am aware. Got it. Yes, let's do it. I gotta Google something. Jason, really. Okay, I got you. Hi, Dan. Thank you for the help. Got 20/20 vision. They're gonna get annihilated this weekend. Suicune's going back in the box when we beat this show. Do you really think Agasifer will stand a chance against this bad girl? I'm assuming he's a girl because I named it Lily. Yeah. You're physical. Yeah, I know you just learned round, but you need a step. So if I wait, see where that Yamper is going and go the opposite direction. Dude, at least wait till we're directly in front of you and not diagonal from you. Yeah, well, I sent out a freaking Suicune! No, honestly, liquidation probably won't do much. Oh, what do you do? It'll kill it. I feel like this is cheating, but it's also not cheating because it is a water type. We're keeping water type on our team. I was thinking about going through the whole playthrough using Suicune on the team, but I figured that would be a little much because who in a normal playthrough of Pokemon would have a legendary from the beginning to the end? What if there was a Pokemon game, probably ROM hack, where you start with a legendary? I can actually do that. I have done that, honestly. There's, the ROM hack for Emerald. There's a ROM hack for Emerald where you start, where you can randomize your starters and include legendaries in there, and includes the first 9 gens of Pokemon. And well, there's one of my saves had a Eternatus. No, over there. Okay. No. It almost worked. I could have been behind the Wooloo the whole time. Is it just me, or does Leo look like she's a bit high? You know what they really grow on the grass type jumps. Don't think it's actually flowers. Leaves, but what kind of leaves? Oh, hi. I was looking at this screen and then I see the little like text from the chat pop up. We're finally tackling the first gem. And I feel like I may have there are 3 Wooloo are missing, are there? I feel like I'm slightly cheating because I have a legendary on the team. Pretty good. Well, for the game, pretty good. In general, today is a little like stressy, but otherwise, the game is, I feel like, what I needed. I spent like the first, like the first hour doing some stuff with the DLC. Just making sure I could like get to those sections when I wanted to. And did one of the max raid battles. Because the first one gets you Suicune. And I figured with the grass gym being strong against my typing, having a level 70 legendary water type would definitely give us an advantage. So I was gonna box the Suicune after the gym, because then I'm not tempted to use it for every single battle going forward. And I did a 6-7 for the jersey number because I was gonna use 6-7 in here somewhere. And I did get this one at the Isle of Armor. Toxapex named it Liz after the character in Vampire Diaries that is Caroline's mom, and also one of the names of my coworkers. And my coworker said she wanted this one to be named Liz. Yeah, Suicune is pretty good. Out of the legendary dogs, it is my favorite. Not like my favorite legendary, like out of all of them, but definitely a good one. Now that I think about it, I think probably a couple, but I think my favorite legendary might be Mew. At least from how many times I've used it. I also haven't used a lot of the legendaries. Especially with the Gen 9 legendaries, there's a lot I haven't used because I never got all the things out of the ground to unlock their things. Although I have used Eternatus in a ROM hack. So it ended up being my starter. So it was randomized. Actually, no, I think Miraidon? Or is it right? The purple one is Gen 9 is my favorite. I think it's Miraidon. Yeah, Miraidon. Yes, and I'll go Gigantamax. I'm just gonna gym it. This way. Suicune is gonna annihilate the gym. Feel like I need more caffeine. Oh no, you can actually see the A in this cup. Definitely worth the 50 cents, even if it didn't come with a straw. Hello? I'd probably make something like that. If I really wanted to. This is so cheap. I think it's too. I feel like I should wait and yeah, it's 6-7. I purposely did 6-7 because I wanted to add 6-7 into it. It was either that or 69. I have to wonder what my number was when I did shield. I have to see if I can find what it was when I did. I think I would actually have to search the VODs from August to see what I did for the number then. But I know I've done like 420. I've done. Pretty sure I've done 69 for the number. I wanted to include 6-7 in here somewhere just because. No, Suicune's going back in the box. What? I have to look at my list of people that are on team. I still want a Magikarp. And I still want a Dupiter. I think I have. Is it in this notebook? I have like 5 different notebooks. I mean, yeah, 60. It is if good. Okay, then that. I have so many notes just for this one playthrough. Okay, I have, but I did not look to see what ability Toxapex had, because it should have Limber, and I think its hidden ability is Regenerator based on my notes. Because I like really went for like actual like things. Like my original notes, I had the Pokemon, their base stats, what when they evolved, their typing, their abilities, what moves I wanted them to have. And I know I have one somewhere of like where each Pokemon can be found for the team, but I don't know if it's between one of my 2 notebooks that I have open now or my Google Doc. That's not it. Well, if you start there, I do have a location of how to find it. Magikarp is in fishing. It says 2, 4, and 5. Oh, that's why I can't buy the one. Yay! Oh, the little icon is still really cute to watch it just like bounce on the screen. I feel like I'm an actual nerd because I have 2 notebooks out. One's like a smaller notebook and then one's an actual full-size notebook of notes for this playthrough. Plus I have my phone which open to a Google Doc which has notes for this playthrough. I mean, if I go like an actual like competitive playthrough of a Pokemon game, this is... Ooh, I could do that. That could be interesting. Oh, I'm just looking at your ability. Limberia. So that's still pretty good considering you are a water type. We caught this at level 20, but in my notes, Marini evolves into Toxapex at level 38. We caught this in the Armor Isles. Oh. This is Toxapex. We named it Liz. It's just... Then Carolina give it Damp Rocks, so when it learns Rain Dance, it'll extend it. And so... That one's not staying on the team. And that's our starter. Toxapex Marini is... I don't even have a picture anywhere, but... my camera's so small, but... I do need to... Map. So if we should be able to find a Gyarados or a Magikarp on the way over here. Okay, I'm gonna visit the Poke Center first. Heal. Not that Suicune took much. Actually, Suicune did not take any damage. You're going to make Keepsies. Tyler can go in Keepsies. No. Oh yeah, I did. I changed the character's outfit like a little earlier because with the Isle of Armor, the DLC, I think you get like the style, whatever card. The style card, which increases the selection in boutiques and hair salons, and there is an icon next to what's added with the style card. This dress and hairstyle were one of the 2 of the things, and I wanted to, I don't know, I really liked how this really looked cute. I just want to change the bag and the shoes to fit more. I also might change the hair see what my list here is still. Fighter. Route 5. We're coming up on Route 5. So we should be able to get the 2 main Pokemon that I want. I need to make sure I go to the right area. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh wait, did I say shiny? I saw shiny. Oh no, I wish it was a shiny Pokemon. So we should be able to find a Jupiter. And if there's a fishing section, we can find Magikarp. I put that in my book. There's locations on my phone. When yesterday, I did a little like shopping at a thrift store. It's near my house. And I had to get this little bunny I'm gonna put in my Easter decoration box. Because I love these like Beanie Boos with this big sparkly eyes. And I needed more Easter decorations. I did not put any Easter decorations out this year though. Last year I did. I had a wreath and everything out, but I'm definitely going to decorate for Halloween, which, even though it's June, I'm definitely going to be putting the Halloween decorations out soon. Maybe end of July I'll start putting it out. By August, maybe beginning of September, I'll have everything like, oh. Matt's not gonna stay on the team that much longer. Because we're gonna replace it with Magikarp, so we don't have 2 water flying types. I'm pretty sure Garrett. I didn't want Gyarados to play. Gyarados, I wanted. We'll probably change the moves once we learn more moves, but have Hurricane, Crunch, Brine, and Dragon Dance. We'll see like what like pops up when we catch him and stuff. Okay. Oh, what's that? Machina. Wait, I see Route 5 with the exclamation for the Jupiter. I don't want to use freaking Squirrelix. I mean, I like you as a Pokemon, even though you're hardly, if ever, on a team. But Magikarp, Magikarp, please be. No, I pressed that too early. Jupiter? Oh, not the right bug. I need to make sure I can get a Jupiter knowing I would have to breed it to get it to learn. Why can't Airplane be a water type? I'm still catching it. I don't care. Don't kill it, demon. Oh, we're weak against it though because it's grass. But I want an apple. And now I want to eat an apple. Actually, no, I just want apple pie covered in whipped cream. Yeah. Feel like I need to play Sword or Shield again, and do. I have played Shield at least 2 times all the way through. Oh, not all the way. I didn't do post game or DLC stuff at the time. I didn't have it yet. But I want to do like a strategic, actual playthrough of like all these gens to see how better I can play it. Oh, dude, you know how awesome that would have been if that was shiny? First try. Demon. I'm not using my only Ultra Ball on the Magic Touch. Unless it was shiny, then yes. We just need a Jupiter, and then our whole planned team is set. Which Jupiter is on this area in the exclamation points. Oh, wait, me. Dude, if it... I can't name it Charlie again. Vampire Diaries names for female. Why do we have so... We had 1 female Pokemon in our Pearl playthrough, and now we've had like 5 million females in this playthrough. Okay, so... Not using Bonnie, I've used Caroline. I could use Elena. I've used Catherine or Katarina. No, I think I used Elena on the Vanillish we caught last week. There's technically a Sarah Salvatore, but she's only in like 3 episodes. I don't want to name it Vicky because I didn't like that character in Vampire Diaries. I could name it technically in a way after myself, but after a character in the show. There's a character named Anna who is in seasons 1 and 3. And technically the tail end of 2. Oh, wait. I know one. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think about this one before. I'm going to name it Lexi. Because Lexi was Stefan's like best friend in Vampire Diaries before she died in her debut episode. But then she was in flashbacks, or she came back from the dead temporarily. Or well, it showed up as a ghost, and then was like she like came back to life for like an episode and a half. So I feel like I need to do like a side braid. Or get my hair. So I don't have to like, deal with it. Like, as much as I want to like grow my hair somewhere, I also want to cut it. So like that. My hair is like decently length, but I want to grow it a little bit longer just because I like to. I want to do a pigtail braids, and my hair isn't long enough to have it like actual like pigtail braids. If that makes sense, like actual like length. So I just usually do 1 braid, and at the same time, longer hair in the summer, especially on a day like yesterday. is a pain in the butt. And I don't want to deal with long hair in the summer. Even though probably don't have much of a choice. I need to make back on the actual game. Need. Not you. When is it like the next insanely warm day? Well, not insanely warm, but like warm for me. Maybe tomorrow looks like it's gonna be like the warmest in the next like till like the 27th. The 22nd and the 21st we're forecasted to have a high of 67. And 22nd and 23rd were forecasted a high of 69. I already got a napkin. I have to look at the exclamation points until I find the piper. I feel like he'd be more common down here by the water. Esper. If I want an Esper, I'll go to ZA and use my shiny. Although if it was a shiny, I'd make an exception. I wonder how many times like, I'll get these exclamation point Pokemon and there we go. What we're waiting for. I don't know why I'm so excited. The fact that I like pre-planned out my team, or like planned out my team before I started playing, and then knowing like what my the goal to get is, and then finding what I was looking for, and then we'll have our whole team. I just need the. I might honestly too, if I can get, I might have to breed Dewpider with, I'll have to look it up because it's like breeding Dewpider with a certain Pokemon that knows sticky webs. So then when the baby comes out, it knows sticky webs. So I want an Arachnoid. Its evolution. Specifically so it can have sticky webs. And I only know it can learn sticky webs because it's an egg move. Unless that somehow this one has. And of course it's another freaking female. Okay, I could name it Carol after Tyler's mom, who dies in season 4 on the Christmas episode because Klaus was pissed off that because he killed his hybrids. Or was tricked to killing his hybrids. I'm not going to name it Haley because Haley is a main character in the originals. Same with Hope and Lizzie and Josie. I already used Olivia or Liv. This one I don't want to name Jenna because I know someone IRL that has the name Jenna, and I didn't really get along with her anymore. And not really get along with her. We just kind of like, I would message her and then like, no response. And she would message me. And then I never saw the message until it was her saying, okay, I'm going to come visit. And then I didn't see it till she was at my door. Or till after she was at my door. Okay, Vampire. I'm trying not to look up the character names either. Well, YouTube will find out in the next part. I'm gonna still do the Twitch parts.